Hi Gemini, welcome to your love reading from the 21st of January to the 4th of February. So let's go ahead and see what is going on in love for you all. This is for singles and for couples. So if you are new to my channel, the way I do the readings is singles is the first half and couples is the second half. So let's just get into it, why don't we? So angels, please go ahead and connect me to my beautiful Gemini singles. We want to look at from now until the 4th of February. Can you please go ahead and show us what kind of love energy that you see coming up for them? The first thing that I'm really getting here, because I've been doing all these readings and this is the first time it's really hit me that, so maybe it's just for you and or maybe a few other signs, but what I get as you guys are actually the first to tap into the February 2020 energy for me. And as I kind of, cross from January to February for you all, what I actually pick up is that, whoa, this is different. Like, this is a very different type of energy than in the past, because this year in particular, or maybe not even just this year, but this energy that we're coming into in 2020, it's like we've crossed through a new territory. We're like in a whole nother portal, basically. When it comes to the energy, it's drastically different than in the past when it comes to love. First, we're in a whole new decade. Blah, blah, blah. We've heard that a million times now, right? But second, we're in a leap year. So in February, this is like, the real like zap of that leap year type of energy, right? And then we'll start to see the residual effects in the rest of 2020. So when I'm looking at this energy, there's something powerful that's happening to you in this month. So we're getting into it. You're crossing the threshold, basically. So I'm not even kidding. Like, this stuff feels more electric than usual for you, okay? And in a good way, not in a bad way. So let's take a look at this. So angels, please go ahead and show, what are you seeing from my Gemini singles? Please go ahead and show us. First card we have is loving yourself first. So let's look at this. Oh, my baby doggy just came upstairs. I heard him. So let's look at this, though. The first card that's coming up is loving yourself first. This means to you, Gemini, because Libra had this, I think, last reading. But for you, what this means is sometimes we don't want to feel like the bad guy, right? We want to go along with what everybody wants. This is about going, you know what? This is my life. Like, honestly, I'm born alone and I die alone. And there's a very specific message to that alone for us as humans. But but where it hits you this month or in these next few weeks is that it's like, look, am I going to keep living my life for other people? Or am I going to do what feels true to me? What feels right to me? Am I going to live for others or am I going to live for myself? That is the ultimate question here for you all. Some of you will be insanely brave and you will, be like Meghan Markle and Prince Harry, and you're going to go against the grain. But you know what? You're going to be authentic to yourself and true to yourself. And there's something so powerful in that, right? So when I look at this, this says, love yourself first, Gemini. Love yourself first. This is taking some bravery. Like, I'm looking at this and I'm like, they gotta shine. Now it's time to shine. So let's see. The Wheel of Fortune reversed and the Queen of Cups. I look at this and I see the Wheel of Fortune coming up, and this is reversed. This is not what we want, because this shows that, if we're just continuing to, just kind of play safe, look what's happening. We've been you've been playing safe. I'm not going to put myself into that category, but you've been playing safe, and look where it's brought you. It's brought you to a point of feeling like misery in a sense, you know, to a certain degree. And the reason is because you've not been being real. You've been trying to fit into a mold that's not you. Break free, Gemini. Be free. Be a butterfly, you know. For some of you, you're wondering why you feel like this. You're not even sure why you're feeling like this. And the reason you're feeling like this is heaviness, is heavy energy, is because you're not being like your true self. Right? The Queen of Cups. She is someone who goes off emotions. And this card is the complete opposite of you in a very textbook type of way, I guess. The Queen of Cups, you know, she will rule and make decisions based on her emotions rather than her logic. And when we see this here, it's telling you, if you're trying to get out of this cycle and you've been feeling like this is where you're at, you know, you're upset about past decisions, you don't feel your best self, you feel heavy. It's almost like every time you say yes, you die a little bit inside. And it's like the reason you're feeling like this, or maybe even the reason that things haven't been working out with certain people that you've been trying to connect with, is because you're not tapping into walking and leading with your heart and your emotions. What is the cure to this, right? Because loving yourself can be kind of a hard task, right? And the reason, you know, I'm really going into this is because I can't just say, hey, Bob is coming in next week, you know, and he's a Capricorn. I can't do that, because you know that you have to love yourself first before you can love someone else. That's the golden rule, in a sense. So when we look at the Queen of Cups, you know, this is about, how the hell can I get out of this funk? You know, it's too early in the year to start off like this. Now, the beautiful thing about the Wheel of Fortune coming up reverse, yeah, it's not the most ideal card, but it's like a mirror. It's gonna show you where you're at. And what I do love about this card is that it does change. It's a wheel, you know? The wheel's gonna keep on turning. And look, it's gonna end up here next, right? As long as you are active, if you're just staying stagnant and you're just like, oh, I just want to sit in bed and cry and feel bad for myself, well, that's what's gonna happen. But if you get up, spiritually, emotionally, you know, you're going to start to twist and twist and twist this wheel, and you're gonna find yourself at the pinnacle of it. How do you do that? The Queen of Cups. Rule with your emotions. This is asking for you to have a more feminine stance, or take on a more feminine energy rather than the masculine, right? Their masculine wants to charge forward. They want to abide by this rule and this law structure and go off logic instead of feelings and intuition. Well, this is where you're challenged, right? I feel that every sign whatever sign you're born into, that is your biggest challenge, yourself. And for Gemini, you know, it's about not being too logical, because you know what's going to happen when you're trying to be too logical? The intuition side of yourself that's what kind of makes you the twin, basically, because then you're going to be back and forth, you know? You've got to honor the feminine side of you. You've got to honor that intuition, that gut feeling, that emotion. You've got to trust. Got to trust, because you could be like, but I reached out to them, you know, 5 months ago and they never wrote me back. If you feel it so deeply in your heart, trust in it. They'll be back. I wouldn't say this if I hadn't experienced it in my own life. And, you know, for me in that situation, they came back strong. They wanted me. But I'd moved on. You know, they were like, I'm ready to give you everything. Like, before they were giving me, like, you know, 20% of their energy. But I moved on. And you know what? They came back at, like, literally 90% energy. And I was like, look, what do you want me to do? You know? I've moved on. And I'm a Virgo Aquarius, so, you know, that's like, ooh, good luck trying to get in there, because that is some tough energy, some very tough energy to get back into. Like, I don't break down walls all willy-nilly. When I make a decision, it's very straightforward. There's usually no looking back. I'll have to say that in my whole life, there's never been a look back. So, but you know, you have to trust. So that's what I see here for you. That's what's really important. Some of you, you're starting off, well, these next 2 weeks are just about loving yourself, creating that strong foundation so you can, you know, be ready to accept someone coming into your life, or be more ready to tackle something that's already in your life, you know. So the next thing, let's take another look. What else do you see for singles? What else? Please show us. What else do you see for singles? Oh, sorry guys. I thought I felt something on my foot. And I was trying not to like freak out, but I felt something crawling and I was like, ah. Okay, release an ex. So let me reshift this back to it being all pretty. Alright, I'm not a huge perfectionist, but you know. 11-11. Okay, so release an ex. So let's see how this affects you. So now let's acknowledge the fact that let's go ahead and acknowledge the fact that Release Your Ex did come out reversed, okay? It came out reversed. But in these decks, these oracle decks, I just feel like you've got to keep them upright. They're not a tarot deck, they're oracle. So the difference between oracle and tarot is tarot's got, you know, the 78 cards, it's got the major arcana, the minor arcana, and they do have meanings upright and reversed. The oracles, more so, they're not really meant to be read reversed. So when we've got these messages, we're looking at this and there's someone here you're trying to release at this time. You know, there could be, for some of you, there could be someone from your past that's a fire sign, so Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. And the thing is, you feel like this person's moved on. That's what I'm picking up. You feel like this person's moved on from you, or you feel like this person's opinion of you, it may not be that great at this time, to be quite honest. When I look at this, this person hasn't released you 100%, because we do see them, and we do see the Six of Swords reverse, which is like, they're still there. They haven't moved on. They haven't shut the door. There's someone here who's still very much connected to you and still trying to be with you. But they're like, you know, but right now things aren't looking very good. They feel as though the outcome is grim, and they feel like nothing's going to be made of it, to be honest. And I feel like what's going on here is that you may have multiple people you're interested in. We've got the Empress card. Could be an Earth card. But oh my gosh, you know what I'm really getting? Wow. The message just like swiftly changed. Well, I mean, that resonates, but at the same time, something I'm also picking up on is that someone's trying to release you. And my heater just started to buzz outside. Oh my goodness, like my air unit or whatever it's called. Wow. Someone is trying to release you, but they're struggling. They can't. They're having a really difficult time. They keep wanting to move forward, but they can't. And they don't feel like things are good right now between the both of you. They feel like things are a huge struggle, and they also feel like they're left out in the cold. They have a lot of energy for you, but they feel like you're not doing anything for them. Like you're not putting in the effort or the energy. So I don't know if like maybe you're seeing some person and then there's an ex or whatever your deal is, but it's a bit of a sticky situation, to be quite honest. And the thing with you is that I'm not going to lie, Gemini, you love to be nurtured. You are loving this nurturing energy that you're getting. It could be from a Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus. We do have earth energies here. But we have the Death card. So it's like, when I look at this, it's like you may not be too quite sure about what you have to let go. You know that you have to let go of one person, and you're not quite sure who you need to let go of at this time. You know that you have to let go of someone, but you're not sure who you're going to let go of. What I am picking up is that you might let go of the person who's nurturing. And the reason I feel that is because I'm seeing this 3, and then I'm seeing this 3 here with the nurturing energy. And then, of course, you know, 6, 6, 6. But also 6 or 3, 3, 3, 3, 9, right? And 9s are endings. Well, actually, with the 1, you know, 9s are endings. Then we've got 10, closure, and 11 boils down to 1, which is new beginnings. So I feel like you're like, I can't have this new beginning, or I can't have a new beginning in love, period, unless I finally make a final decision between someone from my past and then also someone who just takes care of me, someone who nurtures me, someone who just kind of takes care of everything, you know, because, you know, if you're Gemini, you're like, oh, I can't make a decision. But this person is almost like they're like say you're getting married, right? And like you have a wedding planner. It's like, whoo, I don't have all that stress and burden. This person just does it all for me. All I have to do is say yes, no, you know? So it's like you like that, but also at the same time, that's not what really is the most important thing to you when it comes to relationships. And with the X card being reversed, I also do feel that like maybe you're struggling to let go of somebody. You're struggling to let go of an ex because there's some type of deep connection there. And there's almost like this feeling like I want to repair this. All right, so that is what I pick up from my beautiful singles. If you guys enjoyed, please comment. Please comment, guys. I want to say hi to you. Just say hi. You don't have to say anything profound. If you want to share your story, I'm here to listen, and I'm sure other people will benefit off your stories too. If you would like a personal reading, the link is down below. Readings start at $7.77. You can email me and we can get that set up. If you want same day, you can do that. It's only 10 bucks extra. That's pretty good, I feel. Without me being overwhelmed, right? If I did 5, oh my gosh, I would be so overwhelmed. So, you know, I felt like 10 was like, you know. But anyways, if you guys don't want to do that, perfect. That's fine. Check out your moon or your rising if you want some more information about what's going on for you. And I guess that's it, right? Take care, beautifuls, and I love you all so much. Thank you so much for viewing this video, and I guess until next time. So, let's see what's going on for my couples. What's going on for couples? Do you all need as much guidance as the singles? I wonder. Huh. So, let's see what's going on for you guys. For coupled up Geminis, what are you picking up for them? Couple Geminis, what's the biggest energy from now until the 4th of February? Okay, we've got playfulness and we have retreat. Interesting. All right, let's take a look at these two. Playfulness and retreat. Yeah, you know, that's what I kind of thought too, because I look at this and the first thing I see is like, what? Retreat is following up and clarifying playfulness? And then I read playfulness and it says, for my couples, for some, obviously not all of you, right? If you're happy, well, you know this reading doesn't apply to you, okay? This is for my souls who are like, oh, I need help, you know, like I'm throwing out the lifeline for them. But yeah, so we look at this and we go, okay. So now obviously if you're happy, you're going to continue vibing those great vibes. It's going to be playful energy. It's just going to be like your normal fun self, okay? But if you are definitely having a bit of a difficulty here in the relationship, some of you are, it's about the honeymoon phase being over. You know, this says to recapture romance, Allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. So for some of you, what I get is that you may try to do something with your partner to liven things up. You may try to, you know, go somewhere, take a mini vacation or whatever. We have retreat here. So you may do this in order to kind of like reconnect with your partner. So some of you could be reconnecting with your partner or trying to reconnect with them. You know, because you're looking at this and you're like, oh, remember the days we just like, we looked at each other so lovingly. Now we're just like, hey, did you pay that bill? Who's cooking dinner tonight? You know, you're like, okay. So, well, you know, if you're married, because we see the marriage card here. But when I look at this, look at that, 10 of Cups reversed. And I'm not trying to pick on the men in this situation or the masculine energy in the situation. But the King of Cups reversed is telling me that's more than likely it's the masculine energy that's not showing up to the party. You know? It's the woman who's like, ooh, like, come on. You know? Because when I look at this, I see someone feeling disappointed in the sense like, I'm hopeful about the future. I'm here thinking about the marriage, the children, getting old with you. And I want that. I want that so bad. But at the same time, it's very difficult to think about that when you're feeling like I'm not getting all the attention and adoration and love that I used to get, you know? Because King of Cups upright is like, I know what you're capable of. I've seen it. You know, I saw it in the first like month of our relationship. I know what you're capable of, but all of a sudden now this is what you're doing, you know? What happened? You turned the fountain off, you know? It's like the fountain is off. You're trying to like, you know, and I think for some of you who could be dating a Gemini, or maybe it's you Gemini, it's like you feel renewed like when you are intimate with your partner. Not intimate in like in the bedroom type of way, like maybe that too, but just intimate in the way of like coming home, nice smooch, or rub, you know, hug and a rub on the back, or a kiss on the forehead, or holding each other's hands. You know, I don't know, whatever. But like, you know, just like even innocent things like that. There's a sense of like, I feel renewed when I get that type of attention. And you know what it's going to be is that you've got to exclaim that to your partner, right? The Ace of Swords is like my card of exclamation marks. It's like, hey, exclamation, exclamation. And it's like a double exclamation too, because we've got two here. So it's like you may be making your feelings very much known, your desires and your needs very much known in the next 2 weeks, okay? Because again, Justice card reverse is like, hey, you know, the scales of Libra, things are not even here. Someone's given more than the other. We need to even this out again. You know, and I think that's good. Like, I don't see anything negative necessarily here. I just feel like it's like there's like a recalibrating in a sense of what is expected out of this relationship. For it to thrive, for it to not have the 10 of Cups reversed, but the 10 of Cups upright, you know? So, you know, you may decide, well, maybe the way we get back to this is by reconnecting on a very individualistic type of level. Retreat does not mean, hey, I'm going out into the woods in a cabin with my partner. But it can mean like we're going to, like maybe we usually do everything with groups of people. Now we're just going to do it by ourselves. Like we're going to go on this, we're going to go to the movies by ourselves. You know, we're not going to invite this person, that person, and the other person. We're going to retreat a little bit and try to, you know, have some one-on-one time. Like that's what I get with the retreat card. It's like one-on-one time. So, because I think some of you are confused some of you are confused a little bit about where your partner is emotionally. And I think you're ready for that clarification, because that's why we have Ace of Swords. So it's like, I'm ready to know what the hell is going on, because I'm feeling ready. Like, I'm feeling passionate. Like, but I need to know where your head is. And of course, remember, these readings go vice versa. And my other disclaimer now, because I see a lot of men watch these videos, which 3 years ago, that was not a thing. So I'm trying to tailor my mouth a little bit more into like saying he, she, or it doesn't matter, honestly. So from now on, I'm just going to say masculine, feminine, because he, she doesn't really matter. Like, this King of Cups could be a woman, a man. The King of Cups is just someone who is very verbal about their feelings, whereas like the woman, which is the feminine energy, would be more like touchy-feely about their like very like, you know, like touch, like they express themselves through the touch, like caressing the cheek or stroking the hair or whatever. And the King of Cups is going to be more the vocal aspect of opening up and being emotional. So, you know. But anyways, guys, I hope you all enjoyed your reading. If you did, please be my friend. Please comment. I want to say hi to you. Just say hi. You know, you don't have to say anything else. Like, or like, or comment, if subscribe. You know, the whole deal. If you guys want a personal reading to go in depth with what's going on for you, please let me know. My schedule is opening up way more, so I'm going to be way more available for you all. Readings start at $7.77 if you just want a little email reading. And then I've got other packages to suit your needs, and it's only $10 extra for a rush reading, which means you're going to get it within 24 hours or less. You know, if you email me in the morning that you want it, you're going to get it by the end of the day or less. But if you email me at like 10 p.m., you know I'm asleep. I need my beauty rest. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to check out your moon or rising sign if this is your sun, okay? Big hugs. I'll see you next time.